Alrighty, good morning, fellas. It's a Tuesday, okay? But not just any Tuesday. I'm sick of being dry, okay? I'm sick of not getting shiny Pokemon, okay? I'm gonna be popping charms, shiny charms all day today. So I've done inner status active, which gives me a 20% increase on shiny rate. And then I also am gonna be popping shiny charms all day. So I'm gonna have a 20%. Sorry, it's 10% from each. So 10% from Dono, 10% from my own charm. I'm gonna invite people. We're gonna get a link going. I'm gonna be popping charms all damn day. I am gonna go, before I go on the popping spree and pop at least 4 charms probably today, I'm gonna go ahead and run out of these lore steps, which are almost over. We're gonna head over to a daycare, or we're gonna prep some eggs. So I'm gonna make eggs on the first charm and do whatever Nincada I have left, and then we'll do some single encounters from there, jumping around Sudowoodos, Bagons, whatever I feel like doing, whatever allows me to shunt more and shunt harder. Dude, I want to push really hard today to end the dry streak. We're gonna see what I can do. Hey Pat, if you got a Shiny Nincada, do you get both Shedinja and Ninjask? Nope. If that was the case, the Ninjask, or sorry, Shedinja wouldn't be as rare of a shiny as it is, you know? Ninjask is treated as its own entity and gets its own role. So first things first, first step of today's preparation, I'm going to release all of these Shedinjas that I have kind of here. I am going to actually go ahead and breed some of these Nincadas, or I guess Ninjasks that I have left over. Although not many of them. I don't have that many males. Most are females, so I'm not going to get that many breeds, honestly, in. And then I will go ahead and pop all of these Nincadas on the charm today as well. Okay, so here's the Ninjask breeds I'll be doing, and the rest I'll be releasing. So getting rid of the rest of these. And now I have, with these released, I'm going to have around 2 boxes to fill up with possible eggs. A little more than that. I'll try to actually sell these off or get rid of these in some way. Clear up some space. We'll see what I can do. I've never seen this in my history of PokeMMO. I think this Ditto on the GTL is glitched. It's listed for 4K. Its start date is 56 minutes ago. And it says it can't be found whenever I try to buy it. Now, normally that happens when someone else like buys it before you. But if I refresh, that top Ditto is still there. And I can't buy it still, even if I refresh. Like, I think this is actually glitched. I've never seen that. There's a glitch Ditto on the GTL you can't buy. I've never seen that before. Wait, speaking of breeding rare shinies, what are male field alphas at? Is it a good time to go for the Shalpha Miltank? What do we think, fellas? 34. That's not bad. I usually will buy these up all the way up to like 40k. Oh, that's actually really good prices. These are ridiculously expensive. You can see the cash stack draining. I've got 1 in my party. I would be willing to do around 30 or so of these max. There's 20 right there. We'll get that sorted for a sec first, okay? So these all need to be bred with Miltanks, which I do have. Where are they at? In one of these boxes, I have all my Alpha Miltanks, and here they are. Alpha Miltanks and Alpha Sudowoodos that I've been trying to slowly trickle a Shalpha into. Okay, I actually do need 10 more male Alpha fields, but I have my box prepared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 400k Pokeyen spent right there in like less than 10 seconds. Yeah, keep an eye on the cash stack today, fellas. It might disintegrate just a little bit. We're at 37 point something mil at the start of the stream, already down into the 36s. Okay, next up for some Sudowoodos. How much are mineral male alphas going for base price? This is the best way to gauge. Oh my god, they're so cheap. I'm so not used to this, dude. I was just saying, my mind was warped around. So I bred for Shalphas like this during the last Team Mr. Shiny Wars, and it broke my brain about how much these things should cost, because during Shiny Wars, dude, everything becomes more expensive. People crank the prices up because we're willing to pay it, because we're absolute animals during Shiny Wars, dude. How popular is this game at the moment? Do you think it's in a peak or a low point? PokeMMO has pretty much been consistently growing for the past 2 or 3 years. There were a lot of points back in 2016, 2015, 2017, I want to say, where the game was definitely struggling due to like the breeding changes and the economy and stuff like that. PokeMMO's at the best point it's ever been at. Now, currently, right now, it's in its like quote-unquote dead period. This is very normal. If you've been playing PokeMMO for even the last 2 to 3 years, you know this. Usually around February to March, post event season. So post Lunar New Year event, which this year ended in around early February, I believe, or late February, I forget. People are exhausted. They just played 3 events back to back to back, month after month after month. So people take a break. I've seen a lot of like negative perception of like, oh, PokeMMO's dying, oh, so many people are quitting, and it's like, no, this happens every year. I don't know how new you are. This happens every single year in this game. There's always a quieter period after event season because people just grind the game for 6 months in a row for 10 hours a day. Of course they need a break. So they kind of, Pat's giving serious back in my day energy. You're not wrong. I try not to. There is some important context that comes with being playing the game for so long, but yeah, there's been a lot of recently in the community, which, you know, I understand. I think as the game grows, honestly, I think it's a sign of the game growing. I think there's been a lot of negativity in the community recently, and I think it's a sign of the game growing. Whenever you have more people, you're just gonna have more negative, loud voices. Now, critique is good and critique is important, but I think a lot of people push off harassment and attacking the developers as critique when it's not really. Saying something as simple as, you know what, man, the devs fucking made us get, or not made us, but like the devs were like, hey, here's Wishing Stone, you can get it or not get it in December, and like Wishing Stone still has no use. That's kind of lame. Things like critiquing Wishing Stone not having a use yet, I think is fair. Things like critiquing Mysterious Balls, I think is the most under talked about, like super fair critique of everything. There's a lot of weird critiques right now that are kind of happening that are copium about shiny lock stuff. I think it's all kind of been consistent over the past 10 years or so. I think PokeMMO's in a great state. I think PokeMMO's doing really well. It's in a more quiet period, and I think this summer, usually summer is huge for PokeMMO. Usually summer is a big time for Pokemon to pop off. This happens every single year. It's a pretty normal event cycle, I would say, for PokeMMO. Okay, so I have 3 boxes fully prepped. I've got the Porygons, I've got the Ninjast and the Audinos, I've got a full box of Alpha Miltank to breed through, a few Sudowoodos, a few things scattered over here, and then some Nincadas to be evolved. We'll see what happens. When are Sigma Pokemon coming out? That's a good question. You know, we do have Alpha Pokemon, but that's a great... When are we getting Sigmas, PokeMMO devs? That's the real question the players want, you know? What does the red price mean on the GTL? I saw you skip various items. So the GTL has this system. It's only with items. See how this is like yellowed? Yellow means like that might be above average. It's not like a hard thing, but it's like a guideline. Like, hey, this might be above the average price this item is listed for. And since there's no others listed, you can think, oh, maybe someone just bought this item out. It's kind of like a warning to be like, hey, this might be overpriced. In comparison to what's the norm, it may not be. It's kind of like an algorithmic thing, like based on what things have been selling for, what that item has been selling for over the past, I don't know if it's like a month or whatever time frame it is. Dude, this link is so strong. We got XRD, who just got shiny Bagon yesterday, Barrels, the king of meme content on PokeMMO, and then Danny, who's a sick chatter, I think also made some PokeMMO meme content. I've seen the name a lot. I know him very well. All right, XRD the beast. Yeah, we got some good luck. I'm dry as fuck, but let's go. That just means we're gonna have extra good luck, okay? I'm gonna start off with the Nincadas, hilariously. We're gonna be popping some eggs today. Good luck, guys. Let's set the tone, okay? Let's set the tone. Give me 1 second. For far too long, have you guys been watching my stream to see me get nothing? For far too long, have I ran back and forth in the same grass tiles to see the same normal colored Pokemon over and over again. For far too long have the believers been losing channel points on Twitch Gambas, okay? Today, I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna solve that. We're gonna pop the illustrious, the coveted shiny charm all day today. Let's go 100k encounters. No, wait, no. 61k, okay? We're getting a shiny, guaranteed. Before that number, let's see how it plays out. Let me get prepped a little bit. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty. Let's see what happens. Good luck to everybody in the charm. Good luck to all shunters playing the game right now, watching, wherever you may be at. Good luck, gamers. It all comes down to this. Yeah, someone said, why breed Nincada or Ninjast? Which is a great question. You shouldn't egg hunt for shiny Nincada. That's really inefficient. You should just single encounter hunt for it. However, I'm breeding them because I'm saving... I'd pay 4k per Nincada usually. I'm saving 40k Pokeyen just by breeding... some Ninjasts that I have and kind of re-rolling them back into Nincada, so I don't really mind doing that. Yeah, I'm essentially recycle responsibly. Otherwise, I just would have went ahead and released those Ninjasts. So there's a slight. Is it worth the time on the charm? Probably. It's kind of tough. I think it's like very few seconds. I think it's probably worth it, honestly. It's fun. It feels efficient. How does the GTL tax work? Do I lose the listing fee? Yes. Unfortunately for the player, you do lose the listing fee, whether or not the listing sells. So if it sells, you lose it. If it doesn't sell, you still lose the listing fee. However, It obviously is a little unfortunate for newer players. You know, it's a little tougher on you. Like that 1 to 25k matters a lot for you more than other players. However, it saves the game. Like the GTL listing fee takes out so much Pokeyen out of the game and stops inflation. It saves the economy. And I always say a healthy economy is crucial for any MMO to have long-term success, in my opinion. So if I sell for 2k, I lose 50%. Wow. Yes, but that's why you probably shouldn't sell most Pokemon for 2k. Once you reach like a certain really low Pokeyen level, it stops becoming worth to like sell those Pokemon. The good thing is, like, I think up until, let me try to test it actually, up until like a certain price. So let's go 25k. It's gonna stay at 1k up until like 20 something k, and then once you reach like 25k listing fee, it'll never go above that. So there are some like good things about it, like you can factor in. It's not just negatives. They are a little generous to you or a little fair to you in that regard. But you know, I understand for newer players, especially, the GTL tax is like even more impactful, which sucks. But it's crucial for the economy. It's just crucial. It needs to exist. It has to be a thing. Let's go ahead and I'm on the alphas, which is cool. Let me move this box over. That's kind of exciting to me. Where this is the most important box. This is an expensive box, dude. Like this box is, so it's 400k per line, and there's 3 lines, right? So I think that's what, 1.2 million Pokeyen being consumed. Like it's not even like I'm not getting any money back. Miltanks are worthless, right? This is literally 1.2 million Pokeyen being consumed in a matter of 5 minutes or so, most likely. I actually do really like this point. I get it from an inflation / economy perspective, but I think 50% tax on cheap stuff is busted. It's obviously not really a 50% tax. It's just a 1k baseline, right? Is the real way to put it. But I think it's fair. There's a really good argument for, like, I'd rather them extend the max listing fee like above 25k, have that continue to scale up to like maybe 50k or something, and then have the lower brackets be a little more generous, right? If newer players could list stuff and only have like a 100 Pokeyen or 200 Pokeyen or like a smaller tax, why does the minimum fee have to be 1k? Because it's a really good question. I would actually be super okay with that, because that would help out new players more. And then the higher taxes, if it scales up to 50k, you're making the richer players are making less money. I honestly actually think that evens out pretty well. I would actually be pretty happy, hilariously, for higher taxes on the rich in PokeMMO and lower tax. It's more, it makes sense, right? Bracket wise, not trying to get political, but just in PokeMMO, I think that does actually fit the financial system a little well. I constantly hear complaints from new players saying that the listing fee is just brutal, and it does eat into your beginning gains when you're catching, you know, Pokemon for like 70, 80k, 100k an hour. I get it. I think it's a fair argument to be had. I think making forum posts and advocating for that is totally okay. I wish they made it like OSRS, where you only get taxed after it sells. I think that's fair as well. Like if the item doesn't sell, you don't get taxed. But I kind of like that you get taxed when it doesn't sell, because then you get punished for like putting up items just to flex, or over listing stuff like that. You get punished for, which I kind of like. I think that actually drives you to price things fairly. All the auctions I've been to, you pay a small entry fee and then the main fee after. What if for new players you paid like, I think that would still be too high. Maybe like 200 Pokeyen and then 800 after it sells. Even that's like, I don't know. I'd be happy to lower listing fees on smaller Pokemon. One of the main things that would affect, though, is Ditto boxes, to be fair, and just boxes in general. You would have a lot less Ditto boxes being sold and a lot less reason to go for Ditto boxes. If you can sell Shidos for, you know, 3k a piece on the GTL and only pay like a 200 listing fee, or 3,800 and only pay, like, Dittos would become a lot cheaper on the GTL, and boxes would, it hurt the box service a lot. And the question becomes, which is better for the game, to hurt the box service, to aid the new players? And also the question becomes, is just, I guess, like, there's way more new players than veteran players. So would lowering the tax on them fuck up the inflation too much, versus would raising the cap to 50k, like, would it actually even out inflation? There's a lot of questions. There's no perfect, you know, answer, but a good discussion, I think. All right, there we go. That's the alpha box done. There's the eggs. Let's go ahead and grab the Sudowoodos up next. If the box service becomes redundant because of a better economic decision, is it really a service you need? That's a really good question. That's a really good counterpoint. Probably not, right? But I'd have to think about it a bit more. It's a good talking point, though. Hey, good discussion today, chat. Good chats, good chats. As a programmer, there's some technical limitations, too. Having a gajillion Pokemon listed at 500 Pokeyen probably dramatically increases server cost. I mean, the you wouldn't lower. I think you would still make it so the cheapest you can list a Pokemon. I don't think you can list a Pokemon for cheaper than 1K, right? I think the cheapest you can list it for is still, yeah. So if they were to, I think that's fine to keep that, and then adjust the listing fee brackets. Let me clean up my eggs here a little bit. Oh, did I fill that? Wait. Read to, okay, perfect. So we're gonna move these over. We're gonna create a little bit of space. How am I messing this up? We're gonna move this over here, actually, hilariously. Oh, did I put the... yeah, I'm messing everything up. Okay, it's time to start Nincadas, which means I have to actually go put the Peepo Jam up on screen for a little bit while I do the logout strategy, because the logout strategy is way more effective. So I am gonna go ahead and show you guys, just in case you guys haven't seen, this is what the strat looks like. You put an XP candy onto level 18, you let it learn a few moves, you let it evolve into a Ninjask, and then as the cancel screen disappears, you log out to avoid having to relearn other moves or whatever, and it saves a lot of time, honestly. It's very, very good. And then you get your shit in gen counter just like that. Boom. Okay, I actually lied. I'm actually not going to do log out strat because I forgot. If I'm in a Shiny Charm link and I constantly log out, it's going to keep kicking everybody else out of the link. I'd rather, you know what, I'm going to be on charms all day today. I'd rather share the wealth and like pop a bunch of charms with people and with teammates, with friends, and have fun with that. I'm not going to do log out strat today. We're going to do a little bit slower to hang out with the boys. Question, can you farm Meowths for Amulet coins, or are they super rare? You can definitely farm Meowths for Amulet coins. I think doing hordes, I have a strategy with it on my channel. There's tons of other great guides on it as well. I think you should get around like what, 5 or 6 probably Amulet coins per hour. 11 on average? That seems really high. 11 items or 11 Amulet coins? I mean, if that's happening, that's awesome. Amulet coin farming is way better than I realized. If you're pulling 11 an hour, how much are Amulet coins right now? Because usually I think of Amulet coin farming as like a 150k per hour method, something like that. Depends on your luck. Yeah, for sure. But I'm trying to think of like the average, right? I think of the average. I feel like I got around 6 in my video. I think that was like 120k. I think Amulet coin farming is around 150k Pokeyen per hour. I think that's probably pretty fair. Want to check out that guide? It'll be on my channel somewhere. Look at like Meowth Amulet coin farming loop for 1 hour. I really do need to try the Pickpocket. Is it Pickpocket Weevil? Pickpocket Sneasel? I've heard that strategy is significantly better, and I haven't tried that. So definitely try to check out one of those strategies. Honestly, I'm feeling like you'll go 100,000 encounters dry more and more every stream. Sadly, the same, dude. Yeah. I hope it doesn't go. Like, I literally was telling Casey the other day, I'm gonna try not to give up, dude. But I told her the other day, dude, I was like, I really just want to say fuck it and do ×5 hordes. Like, it is so tempting. It is so tempting to just say fuck it and do ×5 hordes, and just break the streak. But I've come this far. I really want to keep going. That's why I'm pushing so hard today. Thanks to your Beldum breeding guide, I made one and sold it for 110k. Dude, that's all you, man. Congratulations. I love Beldum breeding. When Dittos are cheap, genderless breeding for profit, which there are a shit ton of good Pokemon to do this for. Think of Beldum, think of Porygon, think of Rotom. These are all extremely desired, extremely high demand Pokemon. It's so, when Dittos are cheap, genderless breeding for profit can be ridiculous, have insane margins. So whenever that market pops up, always check it out. Pat, when would your PokeMMO shiny journey be complete? That's a really, really, really good question. Very, very, very good question. Wow. I mean, never, for sure. Would you need every shiny? Even, this is gonna sound really insane. I acknowledge this. I think that even if I had every single shiny, until I just stop enjoying. If I stop, the real answer is when I stop enjoying it. And when I stop enjoying the journey, that's when I'll stop my shiny hunting journey, right? Which I'll never know when that happens, right? But even if I were to have every single shiny Pokemon in the game, which is humanly not possible, I think it takes like 350 years or something on average to get every Pokemon shiny in the Pokedex, via OT obviously. Even if I had every Pokemon shiny, I'd probably just go for duplicates. I've already been interested in going for like multiple Shuckles. I've already had interest in going for like multiple Stunfists, just to have them because I like Stunfist a lot. So it really comes down to once I stop enjoying the journey. If I stop enjoying the process of shunting, then I'd stop. But until that, I'm gonna keep going. Alrighty, guys, that is all of the Nincadas made. No Shedinja today, unfortunately. We do have some eggs to hatch. Where should I go single encounter becomes the next question. I feel like there was something... I feel like I decided on something, but now I forget what I was going to go do. Let's go do honey trees, actually, first things first. That's a good one. We can go grab these Pokemon. Get rid of my... Well, if I do honey trees, I can actually just hatch eggs really effectively, I feel like, in the meantime. I'll keep 2 Pokemon on me for honey trees, and then just grab the rest. Let the rest be eggs. I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, speaking of encounters, I actually didn't add my encounters from the Shedinjas / eggs into my encounter counter. So after this honey tree run, I'll have to make sure and go add those numbers onto it. But I'm gonna since I'm on charm, I'm gonna spend this time on the honey trees. Dude, yesterday, oh, I forget whose video I was watching. I learned something that I should have known, but I had never seen it physically shown like this. Oh man, I wish I could quote the creator because he deserves the credit. But there was a PokeMMO creator who actually taught me something the other day. I mean, this happens all the time, but like, so he said that, I never realized this, but it's really obvious, right? He said that the running animation, like if I were to be encountering like this, getting encounters, this is slower than on water, because look at it, the surfing animation is a little faster. I don't like, this is obvious, but I never really noticed it because the surfing animation has the same speed as biking versus running is a little slower than surf. I never realized this. It's like kind of obvious once you like see it. Yeah, was that Young Cabbage's Toxic Orb video? Yes, for Muck. I never realized that. Which that's such a unique, it's so obvious and so cool, but it's good to know, you know? That's so cool. PokeMMO upscales so nicely to higher resolutions. Dude, I don't think the game gets enough credit for that. You're not wrong. If you blow up any Pokemon game to like full screen, it kind of looks like ass and gets blurry, right? Like on an emulator or whatever. It works pretty damn well in PokeMMO. That's something that's never really talked about, but you're totally correct. Hey, Pat, can you breed a non-OT secret shiny with an OT shiny to possibly get an OT secret shiny? Yes, you actually can. So weirdly enough, you can like quote unquote fudge or like add secret shiny onto your OT shiny. Weirdly enough, yes, you actually can do that. They have to do it in a specific way, obviously. So like if you have like, for example, what you would want to do is you'd want to have like a OT non-secret shiny like female Dratini, and you would get a male secret shiny non-OT Magikarp, and you'd breed that with your Dratini, and that will come out as a secret shiny Dratini, I believe, which is super interesting. Wish secret shinies couldn't be fudged, to be honest. I agree, Hazy. I'm in the same boat. I feel like it's a little funny that that's like one of the few things within a shiny breed that you can like kind of add on to it and just pay for with Pokeyen versus having to hunt for yourself. I kind of agree. Wait, here's the hot take of the day. Someone said, what's your thoughts on Connect 4? I do not like Connect 4. I think it's boring and lame. I think this sounds pretentious, but I think it's simple. You know, it's kind of like tic-tac-toe. Like if you play tic-tac-toe correctly, you should just always draw. And then eventually you just play till someone gets exhausted and makes a mistake. The real Giga Chad fucking Ultra Turbo Giga Brain strategy board game is Stratego. Stratego goes ridiculously hard. Dude, I would love to own, like, this is a total piss away of money. I would love to one day own like a really nice set, like deluxe edition of Stratego. Dude, Stratego goes ridiculously hard. I was always that player who put my flag like top middle right or like top middle. I would put it so far up to fake out my opponent, because everybody hides their flag in the back for safety reasons, obviously, right? Absolutely not. No way. I was that aggressive asshole who always hit it in like the front middle area, and fucking you better go for it, dude. Stratego was so good. I'm feeling pretty good about the Sudowoodo Spot today, fellas. I don't know why. I'm feeling some good luck, okay? We're gonna head over to Sinnoh. We're gonna head to the best single encounter shunting spot in the entire game, pretty much. Like a 20% chance, if not higher, for a really, really nice rare shiny. We're going to prep up for it. We're going to put some of these eggs away. We'll bring some eggs if I have free space, but I need to make sure I have, everything I truly need on me, you know? Oh, let me add encounters really quick. Let me add how many encounters I've gained from eggs and stuff. Wait a minute. Okay, so I think it's 32 Shedinjas plus 6 eggs here, and then plus 60 eggs. Plus 60... That is pitiful encounters per hour. I did 98 encounters. I guess I did the honey trees too. So we're going to go ahead and add 98 plus 667, leaving us with our new encounter counter number. This might be all that I need to hunt at this spot. I have my swarm Pokemon, my catching Pokemon, and my damp Pokemon. I think that's all that's required. So the other 3 spots can just be used for eggs. Obviously 3 eggs is not incredible, but every now and again when I have the time to come switch out and grab them, might as well, you know. Oh, I also didn't do these hunting trees. Okay, I'm ready, guys. Let's go ahead and we're gonna pop another shiny charm. Let's get started. Let's get going. Good luck to everybody in my link. Hopefully you're still okay to hunt. If not, that's also okay. Let's see what happens today, dude. We're pushing hard. I've noticed recently that when people are catching legendary Pokemon for King of the Hill style stuff, it's instantly caught and instantly released like 5+ times. Is that teams organizing dex completion for King of the Hill legendaries? Yes, it often can be. There are a lot of teams that actually will like work together. They'll form a line. I'm not joking. And like trade off the King of the Hill legendary to like get it logged in their decks as a completionist thing. And also you get a little bit of BP whenever you own the King of the Hill legendary. So it's actually somewhat of a money-making method, hilariously. Yeah, it's a BP farming thing. Yeah, that also comes into play. There's some weird I mean, it's pretty interesting. I think it's kind of cool that like one clan or one guild can take it over. It's kind of extreme, and they did actually put in some like limitations, I believe. I did a video on this covering like how one team was like really powerhouse taking ownership of it, but theoretically anybody should be able to like, you know, get a good team and go battle them if they're good enough, you know. Thoughts on a built-in encounter tracker for PokeMMO? I think it's one of the most important updates they could do. The devs said that they didn't think it was that high prioritized, but I think if players showed more interest in something like that, it could be brought a lot more interest, you know. Do you think RP is a good investment until an event happens? It's always tough to say. I never want to like give people financial advice then have them they'll lose all their money because, you know, what I said, like, you know, it's just my opinion. I would say that what I'll say is I'll say the facts, right? RP does not get much cheaper than this. This is about the cheapest it gets. It's post-event season. However, I would say last event season, RP also got like, it didn't get as high as it has in the past. So it's not really reaching the high highs that it used to. I bet more people are just buying RP vouchers on it. There's just more players. And then I think this, once again, this is also like the cheapest it gets. So take that and make your own decisions is what I would say. I might go ahead and buy this one, honestly. Why not? I'll just yoink one. Have it in the backlog. Yo, Pat, what's up? A teammate of mine just killed a shiny Murkrow. It's the 3rd shiny he's killed. Why? Are they doing it out of, like, vindictive hatred for Murkrows? What is... I need to know more about this story. What is happening? Some people just want to watch the world burn. He just clicks too fast, man. He's killed a Clamperl, a Murkrow, and a 3rd that I can't remember. Okay. What? This bro needs to, like, turn his sound up. So it's on accident. When you've killed 3 shinies, at some point that's got to be on purpose, I feel like. That guy's on a different level. Dude needs to retire. That's impressive. Oh my god, we have a clip, dude. We actually have a clip. Okay, shout out to Luis Pokemon, dude. Go check out his Twitch. Give him some love for this dreadful day.
No! No!
I gotta see it. How did he...
No!
What happened?
No!
It's in Spanish. Oh, I see how you could make this mistake, to be fair. With these last 2 Murkrows, he just thinks it's but the yellow highlight is on the purple one.
No!
I get it. If you want to see Luis fail this catch... Oh no, someone called it. Give us a new clip for weekly fails.
Oh.
No way.
Dude, the 31. The 31. I have killed that again.
This poor dude. Oh my god, go follow him for that. That's fucking tragic, dude. The 3rd one he's killed. It'd be so nice to have a point and click system in PokeMMO. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Why not? Yeah, being able to like clearly point and click what Pokemon you want to attack. I see no downside in that, besides like development time, obviously, but I like that idea. Alrighty, fellas, it's time. Time for the 3rd shiny charm of the day. We're still popping. Let's get at it. Let's see how it goes, fellas. We gotta stay locked in, as everybody would say. 3rd time's the charm. Surely this is the one. That's what I'm saying, dude. Hopium. Okay, this is legitimately pretty impressive. Look at this. This guy's Smallcoin. Shiny Squirtle, Smallcoin. Shiny Bulbasaur, Shiny Torchic, Smallcoin. Oh my god, the untradeable part effects. Trico, same guy. Chikorita, Turtwig, Totodile. Is this his Zard as well? No, that one's unknown. That's pretty unbelievably impressive. All of those starters. It's funny he would list them for this price. Someone might buy them for that price. I don't think he wants this. I think he's trying to flex, but that's crazy. Why does Team Mr. want shiny Sudowoodo so bad? We need shiny Sudowoodo for shiny decks. Team Mr. is probably going to be the first team to complete a shiny Pokedex. We're the closest to it from what I've heard by far. So shiny Sudowoodo is one that we still need, which is a pretty big one. So hopefully I just also want a shiny Sudowoodo, but it'd be great to make that progress. Yeah, apparently Team Mr. is 51 phases at this location with no Sudowoodo as a team, not as one person, but that's unbelievable. That's wild. Like, we've actually been, so many people in Team Mr. have been going so hard for Sudowoodo. Oh, I didn't even notice 61,000 encounters. Oh, cool. Pog. 61,000 encounters. Hell yeah. That's insane. Yeah, Team Mr. have gotten like 50 shinies at this spot, and we still haven't gotten Sudowoodo, which is pretty crazy. The skill issue, not wrong. We got to keep going, dude. It's double over odds in terms of phases. Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's crazy. Hey, Pat, any advice on someone doing their first shiny wars? This is a great question. Preparation, dude. I think preparation is so important for shiny wars. Fossils, if you're allowing that, alphas, like a lot of costs go up during big shiny wars. Shiny charms, donator statuses, prepare eggs. If your team, make sure to check in with your team what your team allows. Prepare eggs ahead of time, and then not only in-game preparation, prepare IRL, dude. Meal prep. Have like healthy-ish, high-calorie snacks on hand that you can like munch on quickly. Lots of water, caffeine if you're into that, responsibly. Yeah, I think preparation is super key. Also, I mean, more preparation. If you're like not a streamer, you could. This is what I did during like RuneScape events. Prepare TV shows, anime, and movies you want to watch in like YouTube videos. Like, if you're like grinding that hard shiny hunting for shiny wars, like preparing all of the, it's so much preparation. Mental preparation. I'd recommend not letting yourself physically not letting yourself play PokeMMO for like 2 to 3 days before the event starts, so you kind of are ready to jump into it. Dude, there is so much prep that goes into a big event like that. I go really hard. Poop bucket, I don't go that hard, I will say. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this Spidget video. It took me 90 minutes to get a kill with him. He may not be the guy I thought he was. Oh my god, that's incredible. 90 minutes for a kill with Shell Smash. It was awful. Don't be excited. I feel like viewers prefer awful PvP videos. Pure torture. Thanks again, I guess. If you guys want to be lent more bad Pokemon for videos, I am your fucking guy. I have so many terrible comp ideas sitting in my boxes. Do you guys want a head smash nose pass? I have one of those. Shuckle was better unironically. How is that possible? That's amazing. Scizor lived a +2 Stone Edge from Crustle. Yeah, Scizor is one of those Pokemon. I just realized how much Pokeyen I spent today, by the way. I'm from like 37 mil to 33 in one day. Hey, Pat, how do you stay motivated for long shiny grinds? I'm close to 600 hours in with no shinies, at least 50,000 encounters, but dedicated to shiny ralts. Good luck to you, man. I actually was thinking about this recently. It's just, I'm really good at grinding, and it's a learned skill, like getting good at grinding and pushing through. I feel like the most monumental moment in my life that enabled my ability to grind was a specific RuneScape competition, okay? Stars aligned. It was the perfect time for me. I was really motivated, really hungry, whatever, right? And I played, I don't recommend this, but I played around 144 hours of RuneScape within a week, which, if you don't know, it's 7 times 24, and you add plus 6 hours because you get a 6-hour log before the week starts, that you have to obviously play extra, but it's, so I played 144 hours over a 174-hour period and allowed for 30 hours for sleeping and showering, and because I couldn't play in the shower. Everything else I would play on mobile and like multitask. I would exercise and I would run laps on arty rooftops. I would do push-ups. Hilariously, I was probably more active and more in shape during like fantasy HP and RuneScape tournaments than that just motivated me to do that stuff. So, but yeah, so that was like doing that, like unironically warped and shaped how everything else, every other grind after, right? So if you do something, even like whatever it is, if you work a really big week or you do 144 hours for anything in a week, everything after will seem so much easier, right? It's kind of like if your first shiny hunt, you go 300,000 encounters dry or whatever, every other hunt after is going to seem like a cakewalk. It's all like relative, right? So if you do one insane week or one insane thing to put everything else into perspective, everything else is crazier, or everything else is way easier. I always say, dude, once you start pushing those, there's a lot of people who have done 100-hour weeks and stuff like that, and like once you start pushing those, like once you push the doing anything, you could watch paint dry for 100 hours in a week and it's difficult. Like once you start pushing like that level of hours, doing any task becomes difficult, even as something that's running rooftops in RuneScape. But like once you start reaching those hours, it really starts to compile or compound. Like the difference between a 100-hour week, like the effort in a 100-hour week is the same amount of effort of difference between 100 to 120, if that makes sense. Like a 120 week is like 2 times harder than a 100-hour week, if that makes sense. And then so to do like a 140 week, a 144-hour week is the most I've ever done. Like that was 10 times, probably 20 times something harder than like I can do a 100-hour week nowadays pretty easily. This is like where my work ethic comes from. Like I work 80 to 100 hours a week pretty consistently. I've worked 100 hours a week for the past like 3.5 years pretty consistently. That's what you kind of have to do to like make it as a content creator, and some luck, right? But that 144-hour week just like shaped me. Like that 144-hour week, as silly as it may seem to a lot of people that I get, it makes every 100-hour week of work seem like the norm. It seems casual. Oh my god, wait, not mine. It's not mine, but someone just got a shiny here. Is this? It's Noble Chief. He's in the charm, dude. Someone in my charm got the shiny. Oh shit, dude, KRICKETUNE actually looks so good. At least someone got one, dude. Unironically, that's incredible. At least I'm popping like a bunch of shiny charms today. At least someone. I technically did see a shiny today. I wouldn't count that for the Gamba, but that's, dude, congratulations, Noble. It's right next to the Sudowoodo, which is so fucked up, but KRICKETUNE looks awesome. KRICKETUNE's a wildly underrated shiny. Honestly, this might be like one of my favorites here. That's like, I kind of prefer that over Scyther. That's so good. Maybe even over Breloom. That's so good. How many encounters? I don't know how many he's had. Dude, congratulations, Noble. That's incredible, dude. Good luck to you on your catch, Noble. Hopefully the IVs come out solid, dude. If you could whisper it to me whenever you get it, I would love that if you don't mind. Congratulations. That's a beautiful shiny, man. Underrated. Wait, was it actually secret? The KRICKETUNE? Shiny KRICKETUNE secret? Oh, I want to see it so bad. Dude, congratulations to him. Dude, turbo congratulations to Noble. Secret shiny KRICKETUNE on the charm. I'm so glad somebody got something today, man. You're fucking gaming, dude. Secret shiny KRICKETUNE looks so sick. Congratulations to you, gamer. That's incredible, man. I think your shiny charm ran out, Pat. Yes, it did. Good call. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pop one more. Should I just stay at this spot, guys? What do we think? Should I stay here or should I switch it up? I like this spot. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna pop another. I'm gonna head. Actually, what I could do is we could go do honey trees. But honey trees just cost so much time. Here, let's go grab 3 eggs from PC and do the 2 honey trees up here, and we'll do it like that. All right, here it is, fellas. Shiny charm. Let's pop it. 8. I popped 4 today. I went from 22 to 18. No shiny here. How long is each season in PvP? Each season is, I believe, is it monthly or every 3 months? I think every season is 3 months. But then there's also tier changes every month. And there's like 3 different time periods when it comes to PvP. I think each season is 3 months. Each tier change is monthly. And then each reward pool cycles out every 2 weeks / 14 days. So there's literally like 3 different time periods to think about when it comes to PvP. Is the distribution of players elo known in PokeMMO? Like what percentage is in each rank? I wish, dude. That's actually a great stat. Like obviously in like Overwatch, you think about like what it used to be this stats where it's like, is it like 10%, top 10% or top 5? Is it top 5% is Masters, top 10% is Diamond, and like I forget the you know what I'm talking about, like where it's like breakdowns of what percentage of players are in that tier. That'd be awesome to see in PokeMMO, honestly. Pat, I have an idea for a video you might like. You once made a challenge to assemble a PvP team within an hour. If you have a collaboration with another YouTuber, you can make a team within an hour and battle them at the end of it. It's so funny you say that. That was actually a collaboration idea that I tried to do, I think all the way back in 2022. We spent like months planning it. It was me and Gixbergen. We're going to do it. We did it. We spent a full day recording it. We had like tons of banter. We caught good Pokemon. We both went and EV trained and XP trained our Pokemon. We had like a budget for items and stuff. It was it was going to be awesome. And then his video footage got corrupted, so it got delayed. And then like a month later, my hard drive died. So we both lost all the footage for it. But this was going to be like a really, yeah, that was some of the most effort I put into a video for it to like crumble apart. And like planning for a collaboration, like scheduling is just tough. That was a bummer. I'd love to go back to it, but I was just super demotivated from that happening. I'm not gonna lie. I know you don't obviously have any inside information, but if you had to guess when will we see raids, I would guess in June or July. Hopefully alongside a 12th anniversary event. I was always in the camp that they wouldn't do raids alongside an event. But I was totally wrong. With the Lunar New Year event, they actually did test raids with the event, which was crazy to me. I didn't expect that, but maybe I should have expected it because they did also test alpha spawns. Like before alpha swarms were a thing, they tested alpha swarms with an event as well. So maybe I should have seen that coming. When you first started playing PokeMMO, did you ever use guides, or did you just figure it out on your own? There were like no guides back then, dude, or like very few. There were very few on the forums. There was no video guides. The only video guides you would get, unironically, are like, they were joke guides. You would get someone being like, okay, how to shiny hunt in PokeMMO. Run back and forth, you idiot. And that's like the whole video. Like there were no video guides, like literally none in PokeMMO when I first started playing. There was some forum guides, but mostly like learning the game was mostly you had to be in a team and you had to just like ask, what are these texts? You had to just ask people questions and try to learn from others. And it was just all word of mouth. So you really had to be like involved in the community for sure. All right, man, you got 30 seconds to get a shiny and then I'm out of here. I'm going to try my best trying to stay afloat. I appreciate the ultimatum. We'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Is Excadrill worth the 600k investments or should I wait? It's a tough one. I know what you're talking about. So you're saying hidden ability Excadrill are like 600,000 Pokeyen minimum. Look at this, this is like probably the most egregious barrier to entry when it comes to PvP that there is. To have a Mold Breaker Stealth Rock, like good Pokemon, to get a, Mold Breaker Excadrill, you've got to shell out 600k minimum. And it's going to be obviously more to breed it up. It's definitely tough. But it's because it's a hidden ability exclusive Pokemon, I believe, to events, like to the Lunar New Year event. So in terms of should I just wait, I mean, we're probably not seeing more of these hordes until like January/February 2025, unless they re-release it in a anniversary event in like June or July. But that's real coin flippy. If you want to play PvP competitively and you need an Excadrill on your team, I think you have to just bite the bullet. Unfortunately, it's tough. It's a tough cost, but I think it's worth it. I fucked up and overrode Spore on my Brellum. Should I just make a new one? No. You can actually fix that for decently cheap. If you go buy some heart scales, it'll be like 2 to 4 heart scales. You can use heart scales to relearn it from an NPC. It's gonna cost you like I think 16 to 30k, something like that. Honestly, not too crazy of a fix. Yeah, okay, I thought this guy has a shiny Suicune. There's someone on top of it now, but this guy, I thought it looked lighter blue. Even the Gen 4 and 5 Follower Sprite mod doesn't like have the sparkles on it because it's not updated to that level or whatever. But that guy here hunting with us has a shiny Suicune, which is pretty wild. You don't see those very often. Yeah, there he is in chat as well. Rick Masters, dude. What a beast. Congratulations, dude. It's a crazy thing to own. Hey, Patrouski, at least you never said anything like, quote unquote, this year is going to be so wet or anything like that. That would be really embarrassing now that you're this dry. Yeah, it sure is. Sure is good I didn't say anything like that. Pat's so lucky to have everyone cheering him on for his shiny Ponyta he's about to get. Why is chat against me today? Oh, man. Come on, fellas. Anything here but Ponyta, okay? Please. It's the one shiny I don't want. Can still be a drenched year. It could get sopping, okay? We have to just push through the Sahara Desert first, and then we'll make it to Niagara Falls. I don't know of a wet location. Busch Gardens, Hershey Park. I would guess that amusement parks are probably wetter than any location on Earth. Probably true. Let's lock in and get sopping. I couldn't have said it better myself. This is actually the perfect place to go ahead and call the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it. If you could like the video if you enjoyed your stay, that means the world to me. Dislike if not, that's okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. Follow the stream on Twitch Monday through Thursday for streams. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, once again, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo help out tremendously. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Good luck in PokeMMO. Hey, thanks so much for watching the entire video all the way to the end. I really appreciate that, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. And I also want to quickly say extra thank you to everybody whose name is on this list and goes above and beyond and allows me to do what I do. Thank you very much. Have a good one.